Hello, everyone. Hello. Welcome back to my channel. Always happy to find you here. I do upload on Mondays and Thursdays, so please click subscribe anytime while watching this video. You'll be notified when you have your alerts turned on when I have uploaded new content for your view. And of course, my pleasure. It is indeed my pleasure. Welcome to any new subscribers here. It's a delight to have you. I hope you stay for a good long while and share my channel with a friend. I am giving my observation of Steve Harvey in regards to the Katt WIlliams, what I'm calling Tour of Truth. And this will be I'll stop here regarding the whole Katt WIlliams and move on with some content that I've been wanting to share along the way outside of this. So Steve Harvey, I didn't expect a response from him. I knew that his camp would not encourage him to, and they would discourage him to, and that he would not comment. But he was seen traveling, and someone, they put the mic on him and asked him what he thought about it. He made a comment to the extent that kings don't clap back. Well, let's talk about kings and the whole mentality of kings. Let's just talk about kings very briefly here. And I would love to keep this short. There are more bad kings in history than there are good ones. Most kings have the family issues, family matters. Most kings have very raunchy ways. Have you even seen the list of horrible kings? They way outnumber good kings. King Henry VIII, to me, one at the top of the list. Married twice, beheaded, executed his wives, killed almost thousands of people for over the 36 years that he was in reign. Have you not heard of King Leopold? Evil was his kindness. So be careful using the term king. I know what you mean. But it's a moniker that's not always a proud one, because even today, kings seem to have issues in their family. Family matters just somehow or another get in array. And even at this moment, Steve is having that with his wife, whom he's almost in or going through the process of a divorce, who slept with his security guard friend, who I believe the security guard friend introduced the two of them to begin with. So the question comes to mind, was he always sleeping with her? When I recall Steve's history, now I'm talking kingmanship, not so much Katt WIlliams yet. I'm talking history. Talk about kings. You call yourself a king, king of comedy, king of everything. So let's talk about kings. Steve's been married 3 times. Now, ironically, all 3 wives' names start with an M. Marcia, or Marcia, Mary, and now Marjorie. Perhaps you need to get away from the M's. They're all ending in divorce. So could it be them or could it be you, King? Not only that, each woman replaced, not proceeded. There wasn't even a break, but replaced the prior woman. So was she playing ice hockey with you along the way? All of this. I'm talking about the character of a king, and I'm showing that he has this too. When you talk about king of comedy, what laughing matter is it when you handpick who's going to be a king on your court? So this is what Katt WIlliams was talking about. It's like being in a gang. I juxtapose that with the workplace, and that you pick the people on your team in which you know you're better than, or can at least appear that way. Well, see, this is nonsense. This is insecurity and this is nonsense. But having said that, you talk about kings, you say kings don't clap back, and you didn't respond, and that was smart strategically. Although we know you want to. Here's the thing about kings. There's an old nursery rhyme, and I used to be honest, I used to cry because it said Humpty Dumpty, so oh, he fell off the wall. And I did used to cry. But looking at it as an adult now, it's Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the you see, I can just say it off the top of my head. I'm an adult. Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty back together again. I was sharing that with a friend not long ago who was having a horrible breakup. It's a guy. And I said, in this case, if it says all the king's horses, all the king's men couldn't put Humpty back together again, what was the issue that was so devastating for Humpty? It's not riches. It's not women. It's not royalty. He fell now, but he wasn't physically sick. What was it? In my mind as an adult, I think what can't put a man back, or a person, but Humpty. If Humpty sat on the wall and all the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty back together again, Humpty himself is the king. Why would all the king's men come for him? Why would all the king's horses bring all the king's men for Humpty? Humpty himself is the king. So now the king has fallen. When a king falls, things collapse. They don't just fall. Things collapse. It's almost like, now this is a strong word and people are afraid of it. But it's almost like karma. One punch after another punch after another punch, and each one begins to drill in on you, and there ain't no stopping us now, kind of thing. So now and I don't wish karma on anyone, but I also do know that people often use karma in the wrong way. Karma is both good and bad. It's an energy form. You sow bad, the karma reaps bad. You sow good, there's good karma. So anyway, I don't want to get into that. But if Humpty fell and couldn't rise again from all the kings and Humpty himself is a king, to me, when such a king falls and they have everything to begin with, then the king has fallen as a result of heart issue, family, love, wife, that kind of heart issue, or judgment, or misjudgment in character. That's what Steve is going through right now. Now, again, I can't see the future and I don't know what's really going on in his life, but let's just look at it quick. Let's just look at it. He's going through a horrible divorce by which the wife he professes to, he spoke it so clearly publicly how he deeply loved her, is sleeping with a security guard friend, and now there's a divorce. He is a top contender for Katt WIlliams' Tour of Truth right now. So he's getting it on the battlefield. He is having his own family feuds between his children before his wife Marjorie and the ones he adopted, and particularly there seems to be great emphasis on one child, Laurie. The favoritism and all of that. before I began recording this, an upload in which he put on his Instagram, "Happy birthday to my princess," and there is Lori, whose birthday is January 13th, and Steve's is January 17th. So they are close in similarities, I would say. Same sign, Capricorn, and boy, don't I know about a Capricorn. Being one myself, I know about a Capricorn. Having said that, all of these things are happening, and divorce is never easy. And to be under an attack, and all of these things going on all over the place emotionally, the king can't be picked up, held up, lifted up by all the king's men. Who are all the king's men, particularly for Steve? His kings of comedy. He called them by name, kings of comedy. So all the king men, you know why they can't? They're under the same attack. Katt called them out as well. So this is what I mean by it seems karma-like. I mentioned, he's hosting the show Family Feud, and he's having a family feud of his own. Then he has to do a radio show where they talk about hot topics, and he's being a hot topic of his own. Well, see, this is this feels karmic. Now, these are just my words. These are just my observations. It seems to me like a fallen king, is what I'm saying. So he didn't comment. We'll let it rest there. I hope he rises again. I hope he resituates, recaps, take a relook, revisit, and recommit to why he wanted to be a comedian to begin with, and begin to love it like that again. Because when we mix the business with the talent, so much the business overtakes it. And guess what? You just ain't that funny no more. Okay. So I'm wishing that all of this just finds its horizon of truth, and hopefully start some conversations in the show business arena, I'll say, that can help heal the hidden lies that are being revealed and the hidden ways that have been customary. Almost to me, I want to say it's like, I don't know, a secret society where these things are standard. This isn't even this conduct. We're not like a business next door. This is Hollywood. This is what we do. Well, see, this is nonsense, because people are people. And when we conduct ourselves in such a way that we elevate people, there is no falling down. There is no Humpty Dumpty. There's no falling off a wall. There's no ego to finally knock down. There's no one reporting to you who really despises you, but because they need their job wouldn't dare say. There's none of that. There is authenticity. There is the enjoyment of interacting in a very kinetic way with people. Well, see, this has become rare, so people don't know how to do it. What are you talking about? It sounds so delightful, but no one knows how to achieve it. Why? Because it's escaped them for so long. And so what a wonderful time to be silent, just like you're being, and reassess. Nothing wrong with reassessing. Recapitulate, revisit. And I'm going to leave it at that. And we'll see how things unfold. And I hope favorably. In the end, you always hope favorably, yes? So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you've gotten this far, please click subscribe. Bring a friend with you next time, and I'll see you next time. Okay? On a different topic. Bye.